still there.
From Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass., this is NEPSAC Girls Lacrosse on LSP. Today it's the Rivers Red Wings with a record of 6-4, 5-4 in ISL play, taking on the Lawrence Academy Spartans with a record of 2-10, 0-9 in ISL play. ISL contest between these two league rivals. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Sam Feely, ready to bring you the play-by-play story alongside Megan Hayes on camera. Lawrence Academy winless in league play, but as I spoke to about the and during the last LA Girls Lacrosse broadcast, head coach Katie Powers, proud of the team's effort, happy that the team has been staying away from the injury bug, and that's all you can ask for. And they are, of course, led by their two leading scorers, Erica Lazat, the senior captain from Littleton, Mass., and Ava Petrone, the sophomore from Burlington, Mass. Rivers comes into play a game above 500 in ISL play, about in the middle of the pack in the ISL standings. And they are led by senior captain Natalie On, from Hopkinton, Mass., who is a Brown commit, and the Hasselbeck sisters, junior Annabelle and sophomore Mallory, who are the daughters of former NFL quarterback and current ESPN analyst Matt Hasselbeck, and much like their mother, former Survivor contestant, Elizabeth Hasselbeck there. Very adept at field hockey. And Annabelle and Mallory, actually the team's 2 leading scorers.
Can you get the phone when this is done? It's just attached to it. You're going to have to stop it soon.
Team's going through the stick checks right now. LA, of course, in the home navy blues with the white letters and numbers, and Rivers will be in the white with red letters and numbers and black trim. Take this time to let you know that advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. It is finally nice and sunny today here in Groton. It's just been, you guys got to understand the plight of us high school sports journalists here in Massachusetts. It rains 2/3 of the time between the beginning of April and mid to late May, and then you have to bunch in a bunch of games together at the end of May and beginning of June before tournament time, at least for the MIAA. In the NEPSAC, there aren't NEPSAC-wide tournaments for spring sports, but they also have a stricter cutoff date to get games in because of, you know, the differing times at which these schools have their end of year and commencement ceremonies. And you know, you got to get those games all in basically by Memorial Day, and that is what these all the teams are hoping to do. With the rainouts, however, we have been able to schedule some extra Lawrence Academy and Greater Old Tech sports action in the coming weeks. You saw the This Week on LSP tweet at the beginning of the week. We got one more game to add to that, and we'll have Lawrence Academy versus Nobles baseball Saturday afternoon starting at 12:55 p.m. Lawrence Academy is all checked out. Rivers finishing up their checks. I was talking to some of the Rivers players before the game, and interesting note about the goalie situation. It's been primarily Carly Peterson, the freshman from Franklin, Mass, getting the starts for Rivers over the senior captain, Anna Donlin, from Sudbury, Mass. Interesting discrepancy there. You got the freshman starting over the senior captain, but obviously if you're a freshman on varsity, that means you can play. And Rivers is just about done with their stick checks, and we are almost ready for some lacrosse.
Yeah, it's Jess's.
You can see the Lawrence Academy huddle there, as Katie Powers gives her girls one last pep talk before we get underway.
No. The dongle's Erica's too. So you might have to take that off too.
While we wait for the game to start, we'll also let you know that if you want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games, rates start just $100 per game. You can also ask LSP about streaming your next gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, school play, meeting, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. High 50s, partly sunny and windy, the conditions here at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. to begin the game, and it's obviously upgrade from what we've had most of the spring. So it'll be Erica Lazat to take the opening draw for Lawrence Academy. And she will be opposed by the sophomore Mallory Hasselbeck. Clock is set to 25 minutes. Hasselbeck and Lazat in position. Gotta make sure everything's tight. And we're underway. It'll be Rivers controlling the opening draw. Carrying it into the box is Lillian Branca for Rivers. She's going to try and take it all the way, and looks like she drew contact. So she will get a run from outside the arc. She will take the shot, try to five-hole Shelby Guinard. She makes the save. Rivers still with possession, although that pass is a little bit off target. Lob back out to Branca. Cycled around the net here by Rivers, and now trying to force her way in. Now out to the top of the arc. And, ooh, a cheeky little goal there for Rivers. And that is Mallory Hasselbeck picking up the goal for the first tally of the game, going to the Red Wings. Looked like kind of a desperation shot there by Hasselbeck, but whatever works. So Hasselbeck wins the opening faceoff, and then she gets the first goal of the game. 1-0 our score. Just under a minute gone by in the first half, and now a whistle and a violation on Rivers will give possession to LA. Lazat's pass is off target, intended for Jess Michaels. Trying to bail her out is Jenna Seibold along the far sideline. It's a turnover to Rivers. Trying to connect with Hasselbeck, puts it on the turf. And the GB is picked up by Katarina Beck. Finds a lot of traffic along the midfield stripe. Tori Colati trying to wrestle her way through the traffic, goes backwards, back to Beck, and she turns it over. With speed, it's Haley Hatton. That's Annabelle Hasselbeck. Gives it up to her sister for her second goal of the game. So Annabelle to Mallory. And it is 2-0 Rivers with about 2 minutes gone by. NEPSAC Girls Lacrosse on LSP is brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school, log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with the newly renovated Stone Athletic Center. 2 goals already from Mallory Hasselbeck. Ball's up, comes back towards the LA box. Going down is Jamie Camo. No call either way. And now here come the Spartans up the near sideline, moving towards the middle. It's Michaels. Michaels charges towards net, takes the shot and scores. Great individual effort by Jess Michaels, sophomore from Westwood, Mass, and a star of the LA girls hockey team, and she gets LA on the board 2-1. That did not take long at all. Just about 25 seconds after Hasselbeck's second goal.
Let's go, Never move. Let's go, LA. Never move.
Ball's up, goes towards the far sideline, and Hasselbeck picks it up. Mallory, that is. Now on the cut, being forced backwards, is Carolyn Schmidline, and it comes back out to the top of the box. Hasselbeck. Trying to get the edge in front. Good defense there by Colautti. Now the shot saved by Guinard. The rebound, and it's put back in. Annabelle Hasselbeck picking up the goal, her first of the game, after picking up an assist on Mallory's second goal. 3-1 Rivers. And a whistle, and I think someone entered the circle early. Yep, Rivers did. So that'll be a face-off win for LA. They've actually won three of the 5 face-offs thus far, but they trail 3-1. Lazada enters the box. Now looking for some space up the middle, is forced back out. Michaels. Trying to wrap around. Backs up. Goes over to Camo. Camo out to Seibold. Back to Camo along the near sideline. Michaels had an opening, but then it got sealed off quickly. Seibold. Passes tip, nearly went in. Goes off the side of the cage, though. And Carly Peterson will pick it up for Rivers. She'll try the outlet pass for Annabelle Hasselbeck, and here come the Red Wings. Annabelle, the BC commit, going to her father's alma mater, enters the box, puts on the brakes, finds a teammate on the cut, and she loses the handle, charging towards the net, but she picks it back up. Settling it down are the Red Wings. Trying to force her way in, shot denied, but on the cut and the goal for Leslie Schwartz. Good persistence, and then Schwartz found a gap in the defense. And about 5 minutes gone by here in the first half, and Rivers is out to a 4-1 lead. I'll lower it if you needed me to. So Rivers wins another draw and try to take it all the way. A shot saved by Guinard. Oh, it is? Yeah, it is Maddie Dix. Excuse me. Thank you, Megan. Whoops. So used to Shelby in net. Two senior captain goalies not starting. A lot of contact there along the far sideline, and it'll be Michaels with possession. Lobbed over to Camo. Camo has a lane, gives it up back to Michaels. Michaels goes behind the net for Seibold. Seibold being forced outside. Seibold. Pass out of the reach of Camille Pontone, but bailed out by Erica Lazat. Back to Pontone. Pontone over to Camo. Back to Pontone. Pontone uses a screen, goes to her left, and the defense gets back onto her. Pontone, oh, beautiful move, trying to get a lane towards goal, whips the pass, a little off target, but it's picked up and forced back outside is Cam Weaver, and her pass goes over the end line, a turnover to the Red Wings. Oh, good pressure on the restart by Michael. She wins it back. Now out to Seibold. Seibold forced out. Trying to force her way back in. Good defense there by the Red Wings. Seibold wants to use a screen, and she'll hand it off. Excellent defense by Annabelle Hasselbeck. Great two-way player. Now trying to wrap around on the cut, the shot, and the goal for Camille Pontone, the sophomore from Reading, Mass. And LA back within 2 at 4-2 with 17:43 to go in the first half. I'm aware the camera froze, folks. 1 second. All right, there we are. $17:43 to go in the first half. 4-2 our score. 2 goals for Mallory Hasselbeck, a goal each for Annabelle Hasselbeck and Leslie Schwartz, and a goal each for LA's Jess Michaels and Camille Pontone. Third face-off win for Rivers. Mallory forced outside, drops the ball, picks it right back up. Annabelle looking to her left. Now goes behind the goal. Trying to force her way into the middle. Good two-man defense there. Forcing Maggie Barrow to back up. Now Hasselbeck. Back to her sister. Behind the goal for Claire Keebaugh. Now back up top, passes off target. Comes outside the box. And winning the GB is Megan Sheehan. Freshman from right here in Groton, Mass. She's got some space. Gives it up. The shot. Weaver goes over the crossbar. Weaver had it wide open and she put it a little too high. LA retains possession, however, as Pontone was closest to the end line. Now over to Ava Petrone, who had a hat trick in their last game. Camo. Over to Lazat. Weaver dodges and fans on the shot, but she drew contact. So she will start from the arc here. The shot, and Weaver's got the goal. Sophomore from Bolton, Mass, pulls LA within 1. You know, it's interesting. The face-offs are in the inverse of the score right now. LA's won 4 face-offs to Rivers 3, but Rivers controls the score 4-3, and in the end, that's the only stat that matters, as I always say, the one in the score column, not any other column. You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, and Teespring, LSP37, Snapchat, LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Face-off win this time for Rivers. Forcing her way in is Lillian Branca. Branca gets backed up. Over to Anna Miller. And now Rivers will set up shop. Oh, a turnover! Right in the passing lane was Erica Lazat. She puts it on the turf, however, keeps possession. A little hesitation there. And Rivers wins the GB. Here come the Red Wings on the counterattack. Up the left side with some space, 3-on-3. Nice fake move towards the middle. Hasselbeck. Back out to Branca. Over to Mallory. Back to Keybaugh. They cycle it around. Well, skip Annabelle and go straight to Branca. Now Annabelle has a wall to get around. Oh, what a beautiful backhand flick by Mallory. And she gets the goal. She's got a hat trick. Annabelle with the assist. And it is 5-3. Another face-off win by Rivers. They are now leading the face-off department 5-4. Hasselbeck on the cut. And this time the roles are reversed. Oh, actually, was that Mallory? Is that Mallory, number 2? Okay, yeah, so I was right. The roles were reversed. This time it was Mallory feeding Annabelle for Annabelle's second of the game. And it is 6-2 with 13:43 to go. And we're going to go to audio only for a second, folks. We're having issues with the camera. Just the capture card is the issue. And another goal for Rivers while we were fixing our camera, and that makes it 7-3. On the face-off, a false start called on Rivers, so that'll give LA possession. And we are back on air. 7-3 our score. Brooke Nelson on the field for Rivers as she goes behind the goal. Looks like come back out to Annabelle. Are you kidding me? Behind the back, no-look goal by Mallory Hasselbeck. Just super casual with that shot. Caught Maddie Dix off guard, 8-3. $12:23 to go here in the first half. And that's a highlight reel goal if ever I saw one. Elena Zuvekis wins the draw for Rivers, and now here come the Red Wings into the box. Forced back is Natalie On, the captain for Rivers. Now over to Branca. And now Annabelle. Now Keybaugh. On looks left. Now tries to force her way in with a spin move. Lobs it back out. On the cut. And it glances off of Dix's stick into the goal for Annabelle Hasselbeck. And she has a hat trick, and it is 9-3. 5 unanswered goals by Rivers after LA got it to within 1. 11:36 to go here in the first half. LSP's next broadcast is Friday afternoon at 3:55 p.m. when the Greater Lowell Griffins host the Northeast Knights in MIAA baseball action. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of the game at the LSP store. And the ball popped out of Lazat, and her opponent and her opposite number sticks, I should say, before the draw, so they'll reset. And LA picks up a clean face-off win. Lazat enters the box and is forced outside to the near sideline. Tried to find Weaver on the cut. May have to. I don't know if she got contacted. I think she was favoring her back there, but no call. Here's Michaels. Michaels gets a screen, tries to force her way in, lobs it back to Weaver. Weaver is forced outside. Weaver going down low, the save by Peterson, denying Patron point blank. Peterson, under duress from Michaels, been forced into the corner, does get it out. And a good ride here along the near sideline, and it'll be a turnover to LA. Phenomenal defense on the clearance by LA, and Pontone forcing the turnover. This is picked up by Michaels. Now Weaver. Now over to Patron. Back up top to Michaels. Michaels looking to her left. Back to Camo. Camo spins towards the middle. Tries a submarine shot. Tried to one-hop Peterson. She was not having it. And now here come Rivers on the counterattack. Under 10 minutes to go in the first half. Lobbed for Brooke Nelson. Nelson trying to force her way towards net. She takes the shot. And the ball went in the net, but they blew the whistle before the shot, so Nelson will have to earn this one. Junior from Sudbury, Mass. Takes the shot. Scores anyway. So Brooke Nelson picks up her first. of the first half, and it is 10-3 Rivers. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. A whistle and a hold on Rivers will give the face-off win to LA. Michaels sprinting into the box. Takes a shot from a tough angle, denied by Peterson. GB's picked up by Schwartz. And now Peterson looking for an outlet. Now at the near sideline, pass off target for Grady. Grady tries to win the GB, she does. Outlet pass nearly into the stick of Weaver, but picked up. And now the extra pass to On. On enters the box. Now over to Keybaugh. Out to Branca, and now Hasselbeck. Hasselbeck takes a step towards goal, now goes back over to Branca. Both Hasselbeck sisters with a hat trick already. The shot and the goal. Eight-goal lead for the Red Wings here with 8:01 to go in the first half. So that was Brooke Nelson picking up her second. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start just $100 per game. Also ask LSP about streaming your next gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, school play, meeting, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Clean face-off win by Hasselbeck. And now Branca carrying it forward, goes to her left, gives it up. Double team there will force Rivers back. Hasselbeck looking to her left, now to her right to Branca. Branca under the watchful eye of Alyssa Berardino. Loose ball in the crease, poked away by Dix, and LA wins the loose ball. Outlet to Weaver, intercepted by Fiona Finn. And now Rivers will re-enter the box with numbers. Branca doesn't get the shot off. But that goal will go in for Hasselbeck, and it is 12-3. And Lawrence Academy calls timeout with 6:55 to go in the first half. Rivers 12, LA 3. This is NEPSAC Girls Lacrosse on LSP. NEPSAC Girls Lacrosse on LSP is brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school, log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with the newly renovated Stone Athletic Center. Both Hasselbeck sisters with 4 goals in this game. But the real highlight of this game belongs to Leslie Schwartz. The submarine behind the back no-look goal. And it is just too easy right now for Rivers as they look to improve on their 5-4 record in league and 6-4 record overall. We were talking about the Hasselbeck sisters at the beginning of the game. As I mentioned, the daughters of former NFL quarterback Matt Hasselbeck and former field hockey standout and survivor contestant Elizabeth Hasselbeck. Annabelle committed to BC in 2 years. She's just a junior, and she's really making a name for herself as one of the best field hockey players in the history of Rivers. Field hockey, lacrosse, excuse me. Did I say field hockey for Elizabeth too? Jesus. All right, and Mallory, of course, not far behind her as a sophomore. And they are their 2 leading scorers for the Red Wings. Annabelle will take this face-off against Lizotte. Face-off won by LA. Colati picking it off. And now the outlet to Lizotte. Lizotte enters the box. Over to Weaver. Back to Lizotte. The shot, and it trickles wide. Peterson got the deflection. Lizotte keeps play alive, looking to her right now. Tries to lob it all the way out for Weaver. It's going to come outside the box and be picked up by the Red Wings. Weaver giving Hasselbeck a ride along the far sideline. Hasselbeck enters the box. Takes a couple of crow hops, doesn't get the shot off, gives it up to her sister, the fake, and now she has to wrap around. Potential for 2 highlight reel goals there for each of the Hasselbeck sisters, but they pass up those opportunities. Didn't get the cleanest look on either one. Hasselbeck makes a cut. Now the shot over the crossbar, over the end line, remains with Rivers. 5.5 to go here in the first half. Annabelle to her left, the shot, and rifled in by Mallory. And that makes it a 10-goal lead, 13-3. So the clock will be running. Kind of an awkward draw there, and they will restart. Didn't get it up cleanly. Did Hasselbeck and Lizotte. This one is up cleanly, and LA wins another face-off. They've been doing fine on the draws, but have fallen behind by 10 goals here. And now a whistle, and it looks like there's a cross-check there. So tough angle here for Michaels. Let's see what she can do with it. She will get swarmed, try to go to the opposite post for Pontone. Pontone has an opening, but she's denied by Peterson. Weaver, forced behind the goal, trying to wrap around, calling